Hello, I'm Richard North and I teach in the Department of Political Science and International Studies here at the University of Birmingham. I was awarded some money from HEFi to look at student attitudes towards free speech and inclusivity in education. What I was interested in doing is trying to better understand how students think about these issues, particularly how they try and reconcile the tension between them. So I was interested to know that what do they think that we need to do to be more inclusive, what to ensure that all students are able to participate fully in their education, whilst at the same time recognising that this sometimes rubs up against free speech and academic freedom, and I wanted to know what they thought about that, or where they thought the balance should reside. In order to do this, we ran 2 workshops, which we've done over the last month or so. And we've come across a whole range of different views from our students, and these have included views expressed by first, second, final year students and PGT students who've had a very good spread of views. It's clear that the primary concerns tend to reside around inclusivity and what we're doing to ensure that all students feel comfortable participating in lectures, seminars, and so on and so forth. And it's very clear that there are a number of groups that don't feel comfortable participating for one reason or another, or that have experienced discriminatory speech during their time at university and indeed beforehand. What we were also keen to know, though, is what do we do when actions taken to promote participation sometimes push up against the limits of free speech? So what do we do, for example, when one student finds a view expressed offensive, but the other student claims that they ought to be allowed to express that view on grounds of free speech? And here students were far more divided than they were on inclusivity, which they were generally all supportive of. And this way, they range from views where some thought that free speech should be untrammelled and it really should be a marketplace of ideas where they fight it out, to others who were very, very clear that there were very strict limits on what could be said. And these would ought to be defined very clearly in advance, and that lecturers and seminar leads ought to be protecting these. We're at the stage of that project now. We're going to go through all of the data or the information we have from the students or the transcripts and try and come up with some recommendations. And these may be recommendations about how we prepare students for their education at university, not just in terms of looking at inclusivity and participation, but the importance of understanding the value of free speech in education. And we'll be also looking at maybe the extent to which we can provide tools for seminar leads and lecturers to use in the classroom. So if you're interested in finding out more, you are very welcome to get in touch. I'd love to hear from you, and thank you for listening.